Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today we are tackling a major roadblock for competitive gamers, FACEIT not opening on Windows 10 due to update errors. We at Teknobalta analyzed this case and identified that the FACEIT anti-cheat requires specific security patches to function. If your Windows 10 cannot check for updates, the anti-cheat will block your access to the platform. This is because the kernel-level driver of FACEIT needs the latest security signatures from Microsoft. Let us start with the root cause analysis. The issue is likely a corrupted Windows update database. Step 1. We need to reset the Windows update components manually. Open the command prompt as an administrator. This is crucial for system-level changes. Type net stop wuauserv and press enter. This stops the Windows update service. Next, type net stop cryptsvc to stop the cryptographic services. Now, type net stop bits to stop the background intelligent transfer service. We at Teknobalta recommend stopping the MSI server as well by typing net stop server. With these services stopped, we can now rename the folders where Windows stores update files. Type the command to rename the software distribution folder to SoftwareDistribution.old. This forces Windows to create a fresh, uncorrupted folder for new updates. Next, rename the Catroot2 folder to Catroot2.old using the ren command. Now we must restart the services we stopped earlier. Start with net start wuauserv. Then, net start cryptsvc to bring back security verification. Followed by net start bits and net start server. Once these are active, go back to your Windows update settings and click Check for Updates. If it still fails, we need to perform a system file repair. In the same admin command prompt, type sfc/scannow. This will scan all protected system files and replace corrupted ones with a cached copy. After the sfc scan, we at Teknobalta suggest running the DISM tool. Type DISM/online/cleanupimage/RestoreHealth. This tool uses Windows update to provide the files required to fix corruption in the local image. If your Windows 10 is still not updating, you might be on an end-of-life version like 1909. FACEIT requires at least version 22H2 to maintain compatibility with modern anti-cheat protocols. If you cannot update through the settings, use the Windows 10 Update Assistant from Microsoft's official site. This tool bypasses many common update errors and forces the OS to the latest build. Now let's talk about the FACEIT anti-cheat specifically. Sometimes the issue is not Windows, but the anti-cheat service itself being stuck. Go to your Program Files folder and find the FACEIT files. Locate the faceitc.sys file. This is the driver. We at Teknobalta recommend uninstalling the anti-cheat completely before trying to update Windows. After uninstalling, restart your PC. This clears the driver from the kernel memory. Now, try the Windows update again. Without the anti-cheat active, the update might succeed. Let's address the hardware requirements. FACEIT now strictly requires TPM 2.0 and secure boot on many systems. Even on Windows 10, if your BIOS has these disabled, the anti-cheat may fail to initialize. Restart your computer and enter the BIOS by pressing Delete or F2. Navigate to the Security tab and ensure TPM or PTT is set to Enabled. Then, go to the Boot tab and ensure Secure Boot is enabled. Note that for Secure Boot, your drive must be in GPT format, not MBR. If you are using an old MBR partition, Windows will not boot in Secure Boot mode. We at Teknobalta suggest using the MBR2GPT tool if you need to convert without losing data. Now, let's discuss the elephant in the room, Windows 11. As mentioned in the forum, Microsoft is phasing out Windows 10 support. FACEIT is increasingly optimized for the Windows 11 kernel security features. While you can stay on Windows 10 for now, the stability will decrease over time. If you absolutely refuse to upgrade, you might look into ESU, which stands for Extended Security Updates. This allows certain versions of Windows to receive patches until 2026. However, for a standard gaming setup, we at Teknobalta recommend a clean install of Windows 1022H2. A clean install removes all registry errors that might be blocking your updates. Before doing a clean install, back up your data and CS2 config files. Another alternative is to manually download the KB update files from the Microsoft Update Catalog. Search for the specific KB number that FACEIT is requesting in its error message. Download the MSU file and run it manually. This bypasses the Windows update service entirely. We at Teknobalta have seen this work for many users with update service not found errors. Let's move to advanced optimization. Disable any third-party antivirus during this process. Programs like Avast or Kaspersky can sometimes block the anti-cheat's driver installation. Use Windows Defender as it is fully compatible with FACEIT. Also, check your DNS settings. Sometimes update servers are unreachable due to bad DNS. We at Teknobalta recommend using Google DNS 8.8.8.8. This ensures a stable connection to Microsoft's update servers. If you are using a Lite or Debloated version of Windows, that is your problem. These versions often strip out the Windows update components to save space. FACEIT will not work on these modified OS versions because they lack essential security frameworks. Always use an official ISO from Microsoft for competitive gaming. To summarize our technical path, reset Windows update services, rename SoftwareDistribution, and run SFC. If that fails, use the Update Assistant or manually install the KB patches. Ensure TPM 2.0 and Secure Boot are active in your BIOS. And finally, consider that Windows 11 is becoming the standard for FACEIT. We at Teknobalta hope this guide helps you get back into the server. Technical stability is the foundation of high-level play. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more expert troubleshooting and hardware insights. Stay updated, stay secure, and we will see you in the next one.